Hello and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is the general reading for Aquarius for December of 2019. So again, it is a general reading, so I know that it's not going to connect for everyone out there, but hopefully there's something here that you'll find helpful or interesting to take with you as we move into December and into Sagittarius season. If you like to work with or consider the seasonal energies that are available to tap into, we've just come out of Scorpio season. And with Scorpio season, that involved a lot of things coming to the surface that many of us would have rather not dealt with, would have preferred to avoid. That gave us a lot of anxiety or trepidation. Those things sort of rose to the surface and demanded our attention, and we were put in a position where we had to address them. So on the other side of that, having been in that position and done what we needed to do in those circumstances to the best of our abilities, we come out the other side where there is relief and release and sort of a refreshed outlook and perspective moving forward, because that anxiety and trepidation no longer applies for whoever that's connecting with. And now we are in the season of Sagittarius, and with Sagittarius comes the sun. And the Sagittarius season, it's adventurous, it's lighter, it's confident, it's joyful, it's aspirational, it's target-driven, and able to set goals and see clearly where you are in the big picture, and how to navigate your way forward to get to the next thing that you want to experience or encounter or achieve or attain. So a very positive, exciting season to now be in, especially following the sort of heaviness of Scorpio season. And I also want to take time to thank everybody who takes the time to listen to what I have to say in these videos. I started doing these in January of this year, and it's been so fun and fulfilling and enjoyable, and I appreciate all of your support and likes and shares and subscribes. I'm so grateful for it, and I appreciate all of you taking your time and attention and spending it with me. So thank you so much for that. I so appreciate it. All right. So now moving into the reading. I've gotten a lot with the readings this month, I've gotten a lot of double messages in several of the decks throughout every sign almost, and that's not happened before, so I decided just to go with it. So your double reading, our double message, came through in the notes from the universe on love and connection. So you've got start where you are, and those you love, love you. So the great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone. Love next the universe. And those you love, love you. To be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. Tally-ho, the universe. So yes, with this, embrace who you are, value who you are, appreciate who you are, and recognize and realize that that is enough. Exactly who you are and how you want to go about living your life and experiencing your life and investing yourself in your relationships and in your activities. Embrace those things, and the people who love you are going to be, right there by your side and will be open to allow you to, receive love from you in return. And start where you are. It can begin in a moment. So if you are feeling stuck or stagnant or like there's been no change, maybe feeling a little hopeless, maybe feeling a little restricted, there is something you can do from the position that you're currently at to begin to move forward again, to begin to be actionable and decide the direction that you want to move in with a refreshed spirit and a refreshed perspective, that you are limitless, that anything is possible for you as long as you decide where it is that you want to go, and then you follow up through your actions and your involvement to take the steps to work your way to that goal. It is possible for you to achieve it. So that's an excellent message too, actually, particularly in Sagittarius season, because it is such an exciting and vibrant sort of season to begin again. And this is the universe has your back. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Okay, so being aware, being self-aware, being non-judgmental and non-critical when you're thinking about your past and your present and where you want to go into the future. Stepping sort of out of if you're in a state of feeling negative about things or uninspired about certain things that are going on in your life at present or that are happening within yourself at present, take a step back and sort of assess those things and review those things from a space of non-judgment, so that then if you decide where you want to move forward, when you start moving forward, you'll be able to do it openly and with a greater sense of self-awareness and what you are capable of and what is available for you to connect with. All right, so the first step is getting closer to the consciousness and tapping into your self-awareness and resolving to move forward from that point. Okay, to not to stand still and not to move backward, but to carry on and carry forth and manifesting, the life that you want to experience and live. All right, at the end of November and the beginning of December, we have for you the Seven of Swords. Okay, so swords is air, energy. And the Seven of Swords is there is some information that you are not aware of or that has not been communicated to you or that is hidden from you that you can't see. Or it's information that you have that you are not ready to reveal to anyone else. But in this particular card, my attention's always drawn to the swords that are all lined up here. It's about going through and prioritizing and becoming aware and recovering the information that is important for you to take with you to safeguard or to be secure in that knowledge in order to take steps further forward. So you've been sort of going through information and you have a little bit more information to uncover that's really going to empower you in how you're going to decide to move forward from this point. And then in the middle of the month, middle of December, we have the star. That is you. That is Aquarius. So you're going to reach a point towards the middle of the month where you are going to be self-actualized. You're going to go through that information and have a security in the knowledge of whatever the circumstances that you are dealing with. You're going to be in a state to be self-actualized and confident and assured that, all right, this is where I am and this is where I'm going. Because the star is also the card of destiny, of hope, of what is happening behind the scenes that you don't know about, that's working together to support you and to lift you up and to provide you with a support and momentum to achieve success and abundance. And then toward the end of the month, you have the Daughter of Cups. Okay, so cups are our emotions. The Daughter of Cups in particular, she's sensitive and she's creative, and the cups is sort of about getting together what it is that you have to offer, getting together what it is that you are going to seek out for fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. All right, and it also could be an offer that is being prepared to be offered to you, or something that you are preparing to offer into some other circumstance, whether that be a relationship, whether that be your work, whether that be your home, whatever, wherever it is that you want to infuse with what you find to be valuable and that you want to invest yourself in. You're going to be preparing for that towards the end of the month as we move into Capricorn season. So that's excellent. That's a lovely progression for Aquarius moving into the end of the year, because we're also approaching the end of a decade. So this taking stock and making sure that you have the information that you need in order to be confident and secure and informed about how to move forward over this last 10-year cycle, moving into a new 10-year cycle, and then being self-actualized with the star in the middle of the month, and being empowered in yourself to go boldly into the future. That's excellent at this specific point in time, I think. Okay, so this is a situation that some of you may be dealing with in December. Okay, and that is the Four of Pentacles. So you may be feeling a little bit restricted or conservative in your in the material aspects of your life. So you might not feel like you can be as generous as you would like to be. You might feel like you need to restrict your spending or restrict energy, or that you only have enough for right now. So it's hard to decide where to release what you have available to invest in the future. All right, so sort of holding tight to what you already have at the moment. And then within this situation, this may be a problem that you're having, is the King of Cups. All right, so you may be feeling King of Cups in the position of a potential problem, is that you may be feeling overwhelmed. We are going into the holiday season at the end of the year, and particularly if what's happening for you is that you're worried about having enough money or funds to get through the end of the year for what you're responsible for, and then all of the extras that come along with the holiday season. You may be feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed about what you have available to spend, or it may even be your time constraints. You may not have as much as you would like in order to invest in all of the things and be present at all of the places and with all of the people that you would like to in the holiday season. So in order to help you to balance that out and to navigate that potentially like that emotional overwhelm when you're in a state of feeling like you only have just enough to get by right now, whether that be time or money or any other sort of resource, this will help you, the Fool. Okay, so embrace the present. Go into it with an open heart, open arms, open spirit, and enjoy being with the people that you have available. You may not be, if money is your concern, you may not have money to contribute to the party or to whatever it is that you would like to be able to financially support at the moment. If you don't have it available monetarily to support, you can go in with your spirit and with your energy and be present and make it an enjoyable sort of experience, just with yourself, because again, the people you love you. If you feel like you don't have as much as you would like to be able to offer into that circumstance, know that you can just show up and be yourself as yourself with an open heart, an open spirit, and an excellent attitude, and making whatever it is that you're involved in, making it a remarkable and a memorable and a very satisfying and fulfilling event or project or circumstance, without worrying or being sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Without being, you don't have to be sorry that you don't have this to offer, because you have this to offer. You may not have the coins to contribute, but you have the energy and the spirit and the delightfulness to contribute that is valuable within itself. All right, so your animal spirit card for the month is the Hummingbird. Beautiful. Again, air energy, outlook, positive outlook. The Hummingbird is a card of a positive frame of mind, and hopeful and enthusiastic and spiritually resourceful. The Hummingbird it's smart and curious, and it loves to learn when it's in balance, when it's working in your favor, when it's supporting you. So when you're feeling like that, Hummingbird energy is definitely active. When it's out of balance, you feel pushy or insistent or sharp or irritable. So when that happens, your enthusiasm and your resourcefulness doesn't feel like it's tapping in to a to a place that's going to give you anything back from it. So to bring that into balance, take a class or learn something new or engage in a new experience to re-enliven that enthusiasm and that positivity that you have available to you. So also with the Hummingbird, when it asks you to go back to the places that you know nourish you, replenish you, make you feel good, make you feel excited and enlivened and curious about whatever it is that you're interested in. So if you're feeling like that nothing is really sparking your creativity or your ingenuity or your your adventurous spirit, look around for something that you would like to learn next, something that you maybe have put off looking into, to sort of reignite that within yourself. Sagittarius season is an excellent time to do that because the seasonal influences are really supportive as well. So tap into and go back to those places and those resources that support and enliven those responses from you. And then your Enchanted Map Oracle card is the Wizard of Awareness. All right, and with the Wizard of Awareness, you have your soul knows best, be still and observe. So when this card comes up, it's about being mindful, being observant, remaining neutral about what's happening around you, looking at it from an objective point of view to sort of decide how you feel about that. So not being emotionally reactive or emotionally overwhelmed by the circumstances surrounding you, but looking at it objectively so that you can then prioritize your intention and get the information you need in order to move into that space of the star, into the self-actualization, and what you need to do to move forward. So that also applies to what's happening within yourself, what's happening in your mind, what's happening in your emotions. So if you're struggling within, stepping into that observant position gives you a perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement or overwhelm. So you'll have the capacity to see things a little bit more clearly without the emotional overwhelm of looking at, whatever it is that you may potentially be struggling within yourself or in the environment around you. So when this card shows up, it's asking you to give up the need to define or limit what you're experiencing, but just to be able to acknowledge it and see it clearly, so that if it's not right for you, if it's not the place that you want to be, if it's not how you want to carry on, you can see clearly a path to navigate your way to another place or to another experience, or be open to the options that you have available to go elsewhere or change what it is that is not working for you. So for whoever this particular reading is connecting with, this is sort of about, it seems like for whoever this is connecting for, you feel like you're in kind of a rut. You feel like you're stuck and you don't know where to start because you might feel like you're so far away from a space where you can feel sort of empowered and enlivened and excited about beginning again. But again, Sagittarius season is an excellent season for the new beginning. All right, and at the bottom of this row, you have the Queen of Swords. Again, air energy. But this is about independent thought and about deciding clearly and decisively about what you want to do, about what you think, about what you believe, and about where you want to go. She's holding that sword confidently. She's very aware. She's very perceptive. So having a mind frame like that, and having, being clear on the information and your intention, and that the independent spirit and confidence in the decision that you take to move forward, that is something that you can definitely embrace at the end of this year, especially if you'd like to set up and decide where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing, not even just in the next year, but in the next decade. And then at the bottom of this row here, you have the Eight of Cups. So that is speaking about being ready to move on and move away from what no longer works for you, especially on the emotional level. Whoever this is connecting with, the path that they're on has come to an end, and it's time to move on to a new path. Whatever these cups were, whatever, benefits or returns or, achievements you've made up until this point, it's not that they're not valuable. They were valuable. They got you to the place where you are, and you've had the experiences that you've had. You've been able to learn from them and grow from them and put you in a position to decide where you want to go on to next. These just are no longer for you. You have so much more waiting for you along a new path. And when you take that independent thought and confident, commanding decision to move forward in the direction of whatever that is for you, that's going to serve you well moving into the next decade and into the next year. So that is lovely, Aquarius. So whoever this is connecting with is ready to make some big changes, and there is definitely the potential available for you to step onto a new path and to, dream bigger, dream brighter, dream, a different dream than you've had up until this point, moving on to something new that you can be excited about, and that, fills you up with hope and joy and loveliness, and begin on that road with, a fresh perspective and an open heart and open arms, ready to see what's going to come ahead and excited about learning about what all of that is. Wonderful. All right, that's all that I have for you for December, Aquarius. I hope you have the most fantastic end of the year holidays, however it is that you celebrate. And I wish all of the best and wonderful and beautiful things for you coming in the new year. In December, the 2020 overviews are going to be available, so I will see you in those. All right, thank you. Bye.